that. All right. Outstanding. Well, thank you, Annette, as always. Okay, so Lori's still not with us, so we're going to skip over the membership report for the moment and kind of drop down to the chapter rep check-in. First of all, thanks, guys, for all the reports that you guys submitted. Didn't get a chance to look at all of them. I was looking at Jerry's, though. There's one event that caught my eye that it's coming up. It's the Sparkly Donuts one on December 3rd that Tremala's doing. I wonder what I'm doing on December 3rd. I know, that'd be an expensive donut, wouldn't it? When is December 3rd anyway? That's a Saturday. Be a long day. Anyway, lots of stuff going on out there, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. So anything else that I'm sure you put everything on there. Oh, one other thing I was going to say, Jerry. I also like that note in there about the Geo Tour. So I just want to let everybody know the first coins, Geo Tour coins, have been sent out to the Kings in Hayden, Idaho. They were the first to complete 3 tours. Basically, all the Eastern Washington Geo Tours, they finished them. And so I just yesterday sent out the Geo Tour coins, the Daybreak coin. So congratulations to them. Yeah, I've already started that. I've got a spreadsheet that I put together. As soon as those passports came in, I'm like, okay, I want to keep track of that. So they are the first to complete the first to complete the Daybreak coin. Now, obviously, it's going to be a much taller order for them to because they got to come over here and get the other 4. But I'm sure somebody will do it. All right, there you go. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we can reorder. It's not like that design is unique. It's just the diamond design for the Geo Tour logo. And I can always go back to Cash Advance and ask them to mint more if we need to. I think we'll be good for a while, though. Lori update. She doesn't have internet. Okay, that's not good. Anyway, so congrats to them. So I thought that was pretty cool that somebody out of the IE, out of Idaho no less, pounded the pavement and got all of them in the Eastern Washington. So fantastic for them. And Cascadian, yeah. But that's there's one in the Puget Sound that you actually, I think there's a couple in the Puget Sound chapter you're gonna have to hoof it to get to them. Yeah. Oh, is there something wrong with that one already? Oh, yeah. Oh, is it 40? Okay, I'll look at that one. All right. I will look that up soon when we're done here. Okay, I will look at that definitely. I've been kind of keeping an eye on those. I just don't always have time to go and check and see the notes on them, but I'll definitely do that now, so I know about it. Oh, I see Lori. I just happened to look up and see her, so let's see if she can get in here. Uh-oh, look who's here. She's connecting. Lori, are you there? All right. What? Did I hear her? No, not yet. Okay. How about, speaking of 48 North, so what's going on, Karen? Up above and beyond what you've put in your report. Okay. Do you have a location in mind already? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Did Racer come up too? Is that another option? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's awesome. All right. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing what's going on up there. I gotta head back up there in your chapter here again here pretty darn soon. Going back up to Bellingham again. Well, oh, okay. You could always do a joint one with Chris of the Northwest. Fremont. Okay, all right. Wow, I could do the Fremont Brewing and then donuts the next day in Liberty Lake. Woohoo! God, yes. That's right. Won't be coming into work that day. Well, fantastic. What's going on down in the Southwest? And not the Southwest chapter where Annette is, the real Southwest chapter. Yes. Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. A New Year's party wouldn't be bad either. Yeah. Okay, how about Gene? What's going out out in the central part of the state? You got a location in mind for that, Gene? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've been there before. I think you've had an event there. That's not a bad location. That's kind of right in the middle. I think it's pretty centrally located. You really? Which two? All right. Fant. I think I know which one that is. I may be. But it's more about the history of and not so much about, I mean, the location was kind of crucial to the subject matter of that cache. So but I thought that was pretty interesting when I was doing the research on that about the canals. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, the canal districts over there. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah. Hey, Lori. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Yeah. I mean, if you could confirm they found it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If they forget to take them down, I mean, it's easy to do that. Even if you know you're supposed to get them, and then you forget to grab them, and then you're like, oh crap, I forgot the code. That happens. That's happened to me. It's not fun. Yeah, there you go. That would be, yeah, then you got your 3. Cool. All right, how about you, Mr. Chris of the Northwest? Yeah, that was kind of a funny event because the the park that I was going to have it in decided that they were going to rebuild the park, and they didn't check in with me, so they had the whole thing fenced off. so we so we ended up just setting it up right outside the gates, and it worked just fine. But it was like, if it was a wet, rainy day, which it wasn't, thankfully, then it would have been a real interesting situation. It's been very short. But yeah, the shelter we were going to use was completely fenced off. They're doing and the funny thing was, a few days earlier in that same week, the week of the event, I drove by and everything was fine. There were no cyclone fences up, nothing. And then the day of the event, I roll up and I'm like, crap! The entire Philip Arnold Park is now closed until like June. And on top of that, I had a cache. I had a Werigo cache that was in there too, so I ended up having to archive it. Well, the cache container wasn't in there, but the Werigo started in the park, and well, the park was going to be. They're basically going to almost gut the place, is from what it sounds like. So it's like, well, we'll do it again. We'll do a do-over on that one. Yeah, that's a fun cache, actually. You can't really knock the view there, that's for sure. Right on the water. Okay, that's what you got. Okay, I think I hit everybody. Who am I missing? Well, I haven't really. I know, but this is the chapter reps check-in, and technically, Vigilance has not formally been in. But you know what? I think we'll make an exception here. Ben, go ahead and talk about what's going on down in the South Central. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sounds like things are busy down in the South Central. So, well, thank you for letting us know what's going on and what's coming up. Okay. So, Lori. Oh, we're about OP. Yes, thank you. Since Josh is not here. So, do you have this proxy, by the way? Lori, do you have his proxy? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I, I think a lot of folks are looking forward to that one. Mm-hmm. Where is that at? Do you know where that's at? Oh, okay. I remember seeing an email about a new Cito had posted, and so that sounds like it was probably his, which is good. I may have to make my way over for that one. Mm-hmm. Yes. Why not? It's Seebeck. You can do that. Well, there you go. Why not? Okay. Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right. That's great. Okay. All right. So now we got all the chapter reports done. So since Lori, you're doing so well here, would you like to chat about the membership report since I kind of skipped over it? Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. Just if you want to shoot that off to us after the meeting. Okay. That works for me. It should. Can you go over to YouTube right now by chance? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Antoine can check on that. Okay. All right. So we got the membership report. Will be emailed, so that's fine. So that brings us down to the merchandise update, and really, I don't have too much to talk about on that, other than that, as you guys all know, I ended up taking that over when Jacob departed. So I have organized everything, got the website more up to date, the store site, I should say, more up to date, so that the inventory is matching what we have, which it was not like that. There was stuff on there that we didn't even have that was still on the website for sale, so that had to be taken off. So there was a lot of work to go through all of that and count everything and make sure what's on the interwebs is jiving with what's in the inventory. So it was, and then there was stuff that wasn't even on the internet on our store site that should have been. So that had to be added on there. So it's in a better place than it was before. So anyway, I wanted to update you all on that. And then also the coins, the Skyfall, the additional order of Skyfall coins did come in. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. I did put them on the website. They were not on the website. We had a couple of, probably about, I don't know, 6 or 8 of them lying around here, but they weren't on the website. So now that the order had come in, I went ahead and put those on there. So there's actually 2 different versions. Even though they're the same coin, there's the member version of the Skyfall, and then there's the essentially the non-member version. Again, same coin, the price is different. So if you log in to our website as a WSGA member, you can go into the WSGA member store, which is not the regular store. It's under membership, under the membership tab. You will find the store there, the member store, and that's where you can buy extra name badges if you need to for additional for a family member. Also, hidden in that little store there is the member Skyfall coin. So you can get that coin as a member. You can get it at a discounted price. So take a look at that if you are in there. We've sold a few of them since they went on the internet, and I went over to Facebook and kind of said, hey, the coins are here. So anyway, just wanted to update you all on that. There's really not much else to go on or to go over now on the membership, or merchandise. I just think it's in a happier place now, though it's in my garage, but maybe not necessarily a happy place for my wife. But anyway, so any questions on? Yes. I don't think so. Everything that I recall that was given to him, equipment wise and stuff, everything's here. So merchandise, I think for the most part, all of that's here. It's really kind of hard to tell if we were missing a lot of stuff, but really when I look at what we've got and all the totes and stuff we have that Jerry picked up, I mean, it's all here. So yes, I've got all the, like I have this guy here, this big printer here, if you can see it. So, I guess you can't probably see it. But this Dymo label printer is an important piece of equipment here for the for merchandise, because we print all our mailing labels off of that little unit, and they come in with big rolls of labels on that. So all of that stuff's there. I mean, the scale is over there. So again, the crucial stuff, everything seems to be here. I haven't run into anything yet that I'm like, okay, hey, where's this at? It's all here. So yeah. So anyway, anything else on merch from anybody? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I think you were probably one of the last ones to buy it, I think. So yeah, I try to, when the orders come in, I try to get them out as soon as I can get them out. Just so I can clear them off our website, mark it off as completed, and get them out. So anyway, I don't know if Jacob was always very diligent about getting those out, but I figure somebody's buying something, they're patiently waiting for that item to get to their doorstep. So I want to get it out to them. All right, Antoine, outreach. And before you start going on that, I did get an email from, and I think I forwarded that to you, about a scout, a Girl Scout group out of, gosh, where are they? They were on the other side of the lake, and I can't remember. Is it Kirkland, maybe? I don't remember the town. Somewhere over there, Kirkland. I don't think it was Bothell. I think it's Kirkland. Anyway, they're looking for someone to teach the scouts, to help them with their geocaching badges in the spring. This is not happening right away. So I was hoping you can reach out to that gal. And if you can't do it, I'll certainly help if that's... But definitely reach out and do the intro and see if we can help them. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'll be more than happy to help, for sure. It's been a while since I've done anything with a scouts group, but it seems to me that this might even be the same group that I had worked with a bunch of years back. But anyway, I'm there if you need assistance. You can count me in on that. It's always fun. They get so excited. What was that, Chris? Awesome. Okay. you know what, the scouts are so much fun. They get so excited over this. I remember that Girl Scout troop that I connected with, and I think it was in Kirkland. And I went outside. We kind of went over we did a quick class and show on the website, went over that and talked about the GPS units and all that good stuff. And then I went out and hid some temporary ones around where we were at. It was at a church, I think, is where they met, and just gave them some coordinates, and I had them plugged into the GPS units. And I tell you, those girls were they were gung ho. And like, they're ready to go out and find more. And the moms are like, hey, now, it's getting late. We need to. But I was just like, wow, these kids are ready to rock and roll here. It was hilarious. Anyway. Yeah, absolutely. So, definitely reach out. We'll see how we'll get something going in the spring then. Okay. Anything else, Antoine? Yes. Yep. Because Gene can get anywhere. Yes, he does. And he has that too, which is even more important. Oh, well, there you go. Great. Well, another good reason to dive into the 501c world. Okay, well, thanks, Antoine. I appreciate that. That kind of brings us down to the old business section, and boy, do we have some old business to go over. The first item we kind of sort of talked about already, and that's the Geo Tour, the kickoff and such. What I'm planning to do, kind of going forward on the Geo Tour, is our friends at HQ will give us some data on our Geo Tour in terms of like fines. This, Annette, more than anybody, but there's a lot of different matrix info that we can get off of them, like where where. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So I'm assuming you're going to reach out to Jeff. I mean, I can too, but he has all the he has. So Gear Guru has the Geo Tour. That's his thing over there. That's his bag at HQ. So he has access to all the data that surrounds the tour. So I mean, it's pretty interesting, the stuff that you can get off what they provide you. But like, one of the things is they can track where the user, the geocaching handle, where they're from, which state that they signed up in and they're based out of, so they can see, where from all over the world people have come from to do our geo tour. And then I think they'll tell you, like, the most visited ones. You'll get a graph of the most visited caches, the ones that have the most fines on, the ones that have the least, all kinds of stuff. So what I think it'd be cool is we can share that going forward, every meeting, and just get an updated from Jeff, and see kind of how the tour's doing, globally, I guess. So we'll definitely, obviously Annette's going to need to get that info, but I think for starting next month, our next January, our next meeting, we'll have a few more months into it, so we'll actually have some decent data to kind of share. So this will be a usual item on our a regular rotating item on our agenda going forward. Mm-hmm. Really? Right. And we really don't want that archived. If anything, it can be moved. Lori, do you know, or Vicky, do you know anything on that? Mm. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's 20. So I guess why? I mean, what we want to find out is why are they talking about archiving it? Is it just a matter of moving it? Uh, yeah. If it's mm, yeah, and if they need to move it outside the parameters of what the owner can move it, then it's just a matter of reaching out to Mountain Goat and just saying, hey, I want to move this to this location, and just a quick explanation as to why, and he'll do it. It's not going to be an issue at all, especially. Yeah, I mean, it's a geotour cache, so it's got a little more of clout to it than any other cache, because it's part of a collection of caches. So they're not going to just let that. Yeah, I mean, we really don't want to archive them. Move them, yes. Oh, was it chances? Okay. Okay. Is that the one that's out by, like, is it near Dismal Niche area? Okay. Okay. See if he can find another spot and just move it. I mean, we don't really want to archive it if we can truly avoid it. Not this early in the program, exactly. Well, and I think at that point, what he then I would ask him to have the cash transferred to you, and then you guys find a spot for it, and then see if someone would want to adopt it back out from you. If unless you want to maintain it, that's up to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if it comes to that scenario, then I would say, yeah. See if he'll, if he doesn't want to deal with it, then adopt it out, and yeah, yeah. I know Chance. He's a good guy, and he'll take care of it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. Is that Fluties? Yeah. Okay. I just happened to see that because I'm making regular trips into the 48 North these days, so I'm like, okay, I need to go. So you're going to the OP instead. All right, cool. I guess anything else on the Geo Tour from anybody? Okay. We can move on to. I have this under the old business, but really, I guess it is old business. So we need to talk about our new South Central rep. Now, Benjamin, I don't want to totally butcher your caching name, but is it Texomane? Am I saying that right? That works. Anglicize it and it works. Awesome. Okay. Well, first of all, just to let everybody know, I've known Benjamin for a little while now. He's been very active down in the South Central area. Actually, maybe you could do a little introduction. Maybe I should let you do that just to kind of introduce yourself to the rest of the board here, because some of the folks may not know you like I do. So do a quick introduction, kind of tell everybody, who you are and how long you've been caching. I know you have some volunteer things that you do, so talk a little bit about that as well. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be fun on this end. What you guys think? So quick question, Benjamin. So what town in France are you from? Okay, Antoine. Awesome. Okay. Well, just to let everybody know, I've already talked to Benjamin, and I have essentially vetted him. He is a current WSGA member, has been one for a while, actually quite a while. Um, Obviously, he has held events, as you heard him say. He's also done a lot of volunteering for Jin and that the Tri City Coin Challenge folks. I think he's going to make a fantastic South Central chapter rep. So really, I think all we need to do now is make this official. So at this point, I think we need to vote him in and call this good. So at this point, I'm just going to quick go around the room here. And let's bring him in, and we'll start with you, Chris. Shall we bring him in as our new South Central chapter rep? Okay. How about you, Miss Karen? And Vicky. Lori. Jerry. Annette. And Jean. All right, we've got her. Did I get Lori? Lori. Okay, I wasn't sure if I got Lori. All right, so we got everybody other than, of course, Josh, who is not who is absent at this point. So welcome aboard, Benjamin. Welcome aboard. Okay. Is there any questions for Benjamin from anybody? Any comment? Good question. All right. Perfect. Okay. Well, we solved one vacant position problem. Oh, Alexandra's here. Let me allow her in. Just real quick here. So we'll go to our our other vacant position, which is our vice president position. So just to let everybody know, there hasn't been a ton of interest here on this position, except for one individual who has raised their hand. And it's somebody that you folks pretty much already know and is already on this Zoom meeting. And that, of course, is Mr. Antoine. I think the vetting process is pretty straightforward. I know Antoine is a WSGA member, actually, and so is his wife. And he's been our outreach coordinator. So he's already been active in the WSGA. Actually, he's been an interim Puget Sound chapter rep a couple years back. So very familiar with the board, knows how the board runs, is active in the community. So I think he would make a perfect interim VP. I want to kind of open the floor up to the rest of the board here. Any questions you guys want to pose to Antoine? Any questions, comments? Nice. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, and also I think the VP is the big WSGA rah rah cheerleader too, though. You know, but that really probably goes to everybody who's on this board. I mean, you're out to promote the organization, and obviously the chapter reps are out, you know, drumming up memberships and renewals and all that stuff. So really, the executive committee is there to support the chapter reps as well. So I think that's kind of a as like duty assigned. If you were to have a job description, that would be down at the bottom, you know, as WSGA cheerleader. So, and the VP definitely, I think, is probably the big rah rah cheerleader. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You came in and you, you stepped in and finished out a term, and then you were back for a couple more. So, which is fantastic. So, I think we've got the perfect person here to be our VP. I think at this point, if no one has anything else, I think we ought to put it to a vote. And the vote, essentially the motion would be, do we allow Antoine here to step in and be our interim vice president for the rest of the tenure, which would run through March 31st. So we'll go around, and we'll start with Gene this time and go on the other side of the screen instead of picking on Chris. So Gene, you're up. Yay or nay? Okay. Annette, Jerry, Lori, Vicky, Benjamin, Karen, and Mr. Chris of the Northwest. Okay, we have a new VP. All right, you know what? We're back up to full strength on this board. Just fantastic. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, and speaking Go ahead. Go ahead, Carrie. Travis. I don't want to get off topic, but that may that may be coming back. We'll talk after the meeting about cash machines, but yeah, that's well, that's cool. I think I saw that I saw that pop up there at that event, so that should be worth going to. Well, I have a feeling the cash machines may be coming back. Just a little inside intel there. Okay. Well, anyway, congratulations both to Ben and to or Benjamin and Antoine. Thank you, both of you guys, for wanting to volunteer and essentially round out a couple of open spaces here on this board. So thank you. Thanks to both of you. That concludes our old business portion of the agenda. For those of you that were paying attention, you will notice that Alexandra, Plato Addict, is here on our meeting. And for those of you that weren't paying attention, wake up! No. Snap out of it. No. So the new business, I have a couple of items on here, but since she is here, I think what I'm going to do is kind of skip down to the 501c portion. We'll go back and talk about the other two items on here. One of which I think may take a couple of meetings to go over, but we can certainly start the topic. So at this point, I'm going to jump down to the 501c section, and I'm going to officially bring in Alexandra. She's already here, but Alexandra, why don't you open the mic and say hi to everybody and kind of do a little intro of yourself. Oh, right. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Now, you guys all got to meet her. Now I'm going to put each of you on the spot. Yeah. And you're going to do a little quick introduction so Alex knows who she's talking to. So we'll start with our resident celebrity here, Mr. Chris of the Northwest. So we'll start with you, Chris. Go ahead. Ha! Ah! Okay, excellent. Let's cut over to Mr. Eugene, Mr. Gene. All right, great. Not that I'm drumming up new business or anything for you. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks. Yeah, Gene is the probably the longest member on this board, I think, hands down, easily. So, anyway. All right then. All right. Vicky. All right, cool. Outstanding. All right. Jerry. All right. Okay, Karen. Yeah. She was also, and you were also our ape coordinator, ape event coordinator last year, for this year. Yeah. Cool. Fantastic. All right, let's hit Lori. Not physically, of course, but be kind of hard to anyway. And what do you do on this board, Lori? Secretary. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's talk to Benjamin. Yes. Something you'll have to go to sometime, Alex. Now that you're here. Right. Antoine, why not? Well, as an official board member, last 5 to 10 minutes. Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Well, now we've kind of got to know each other, which is fantastic. All right. So, I forgot Annette. I forgot Annette. Sorry. Go ahead, Annette. How could I forget you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, thankfully, Annette is quite familiar with at least the reporting and the filing that has to be done on a regular basis. So that's helpful. So, but she's probably the one that knows more about it than anybody on this board. So, I'm hoping you can kind of go into a little more of a detail on the benefits of becoming one. First of all, kind of touching on that, what sort of bennies, potential bennies, come from that, and then. And we know that there's different types of the 501c groups. There's a lot of subsections in there. So maybe talk a little bit about those, and maybe particularly the ones that would kind of work with the type of organization that we are. We don't obviously want to get into the other groups that we wouldn't fit into. It wouldn't make sense. But yeah. We don't need just the ones that would apply for this organization, and then kind of your thoughts on which one you think would be the best fit, and then I think finally just kind of touching on what is involved in actually becoming, what's the cost, that sort of thing. So I'll let you take it away. Okay. Perfect. That is correct. Mm-hmm. I would say yes. Pretty involved, huh? That's what you do. A GSAT class that you would put on could potentially be cash, right? Right. Y- y- Wow. A lot of info. No, and it's good though. I appreciate kind of the deep dive on these. And I kind of see, well, the C4, I don't see any challenges with that one at all. I mean, in terms of, us choosing that path. The C7, I think, could be because we'd have to track people who are, well, members and non-members. So all of our member dues, well, that's pretty easy to track that. It's the sales of merchandise, and we would have to track who is buying our stuff. Are they members? Are they not? And Mhm. That's something to think about for sure. Yeah. Well, I thought 7 was going to be would be a good fit for us, but now I'm thinking probably not, just based on that, because which is kind of weird, because what if we're not, I guess if that's not generating, what would you get out of a essentially a free membership? I mean, I don't know. You get a badge. You get a badge that says you're a WSGA member. There. Yeah. Mm, there you go. Well, and anybody who buys anything off of our website, they have to go in and set up a user profile. So, I mean, you could say, hey, well, they're setting up a user profile. Yeah. Hmm. And we're not having to go in and do some major update or overhaul of our website and have to create a different kind of membership profile and basically add a whole new membership thing. And that it's it and not have to. I mean, we've been talking about website doing some maintenance on it in terms of changing some plugins, but what we would be having to do is, we would have to track members buying merchandise versus non-members, and that's going to be a challenge. We would have to overhaul a lot of stuff, I think, to even try to do that. Um, hmm, right. Yes. Well, and that's certainly, I think, again, from the gifting of funds. I mean, it hasn't come up a ton, but I know people have asked, well, hey, how can we donate? We want to do a tax exempt donation to the WSGA. It's like, well, first of all, we're not set up for that. Because that question comes up at least a couple of times a year. Somebody will ask, "Hey, I'd like to donate. I don't want to buy anything, but I'd like to donate, but I want to do a tax, tax exemption donation." We can't do that. I mean, we've talked about it, I think, a few times over the years. We even talked to our webmaster about setting up a donate here button on our website. Yeah. Ah, okay. That was a great, yeah. Something. Interesting. So what do the rest of the board members think? Does anybody have any comments or questions? I mean, I would open it up to you guys. Does anybody have any questions for Alex on this, or just comments in general? I mean, go ahead, Chris. Yeah, and I think from from a charitable perspective, that would fill the void for those people that say, "Hey, I just want to donate to the organization or donate to the cause." We can say, "Well, here you go. Here's the foundation." I mean, it's a fascinating idea, for sure. Well, and I think going back to, if you look at our website under the About tab, it talks about why the organization exists. And if you look carefully, educate park systems and land managers about geocaching and its benefits. I hear that word educate being dropped in there. Increase awareness and support geocaching through interaction with other outdoor groups and the public. Right. Support cache in and trash out activities to help maintain parks and trails. Again, I think our mission statement, if you want to call it that, on our website kind of hits some of the right, some of the right boxes here. So, I mean, I don't think it's too far-fetched for us to really consider a C3. And I like the foundation idea. I think that's fantastic. Setting that up will be interesting, but I think we could do that. Hi.
Obviously, Anton's wife is not part of your thing.
The missus is here. Okay, great. So does any questions for Alex? I want to send her on her way because I think she probably is. She's looking at the clock, going, "It's almost 9:30." Yeah. So. Oof. Yeah. Okay, so anything from you guys to Alex? Now's your chance.
Say goodnight. You're talking too much. Oh. No, you're not coming down here. Get out of this. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, again, I appreciate you coming on and talking to everybody and kind of giving us some things to really think about. Because I certainly have kind of thinking a different route now after after hearing all this. So anyway, thank you. That's how it works. Yeah. We can look it up. Great. Hey, you definitely feel free to plug that. Yes, there you go. There's a few folks trying to get their CCEs in. Lori's got her big one this weekend, so over in Seabeck. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Well, oh well. Yeah. It'll be busy at Crystal for sure. And any of the other ones. You're fine. Yes. Yeah, I can share I can share I can share that with you, Gene. Take care, Alex. Thanks. All right. Well, we got something to think about on the 501c thing, that's for sure. There you go. Well, yeah, so we can keep this item on here. We can talk about it some more. I wasn't looking to make any huge decisions on any of this because there's a lot to think about, obviously, and she's given us some great ideas. So I really just wanted to do this more as an introduction to get us all to think about it because I know some of you have been asking, and Annette particularly. So we've got some options, obviously. We can take the easy way out and be a C4 or go for the more interesting route, which will have a lot more benefits, which is the C3. And I really thought the C7 was our ticket, but now the more I think about it, it's not. It's going to be more of a... Yes, it would, and I think there'd be a lot of website changes would have to be made, and that can get kind of spendy. Okay, let's bounce back up to the premium geo accounts for the chapters. So one thing I was been kind of talking to Jeff off and on about since the Geo Tour discussion was going on. We talked about getting adventure credits for each chapter. The problem we found out is you have to have a premium account, geocaching account, to put out a lab adventure or to get a credit for an adventure. So that problem extends to our geocaching accounts, because none of the chapter accounts are premium. They're all basic. So we would have to shell out $30 for each chapter, which is $210. We would have, and that's each year. Now, here's the thing. We probably would only do it once a year. We'd probably only do it once, because we just need to get the credits to drop into the accounts. Then we can make the adventures, and then if it laps, it laps. I don't know that answer. So I don't know if you can transfer those or not. I don't know how that works. And I didn't even ask Jeff that. Now, what he did tell me is if we went for it and we approved this expenditure of $210, he would throw in for each account, I think he said, an additional 6 months. So basically, for $30 for each chapter, we get a year and a half worth of membership or premium account. So they're throwing in a little oomph, which is great. I mean, they obviously want to try to work with us on this. So what do you guys think? I mean, Lori, you've got your hand up. Are you there, Lori? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know that. I would think so. Yeah, I don't. Well, there you go. There's an idea. It was taxed. Oh, what was it? So if it's 3308, so times 7 chapters, so that's $231. I mean, it is a service versus merchandise, but I would have to ask Jeff on that, and I don't even know quite how that would work. If we were to just buy one for each one, could we just pay HQ directly and they just wave their magic wand and make each account a premium, versus having to go in and do each individual one? I don't know. It seemed like there. So I will talk to him about the mechanics of that. But ultimately, and then I can ask him what the cost would be. Are they going to charge us 30 plus tax for each one, which is, well, 230 plus. 230 something dollars, 231. I have 231.56, but who knows what the tax would be on all that. And if we bought them all as one group, then we get taxed on the whole thing instead of individually. I don't know. But I guess the question I want to ask well, guess what I want to pose is, do we want to do this? I mean, we've essentially negotiated the adventure credits for each chapter. This is the thing that's holding us up from actually getting them. Is this, you think we should do it? I think we should too. We paid for the Geo Tour. Well, and technically, when I presented the whole tour to Jeff and was talking to him about that, I what I was trying to sort of guilt trip him into HQ giving us a little birthday present in the form of a 20 spot, 20 location credits for each of our 7 chapters, because I knew they were. I mean, there's a price that goes with that, so we technically didn't pay for those. He is giving them to us as a gift. And I don't think he realized that the accounts have to be premium before the credits can dump onto those 7 Geo accounts. So then he's like, "Oops, this is why you can't do this." Because I hit him up after the tour started. And I said, "Hey, bring on the credits." And he's like, can't quite do that." And I guess well, so that's when he came back and said, "Well, if you buy the 7 memberships, we'll make the the premium membership go a year and a half instead of a year." So he was giving us essentially additional 6 months on each account, which is great. I mean, you figure that's if the yearly premium Geo count, the Geo account is $30. He's essentially coughing up $15 additional per chapter that we're not paying for. That's kind of a nice little deal. I mean, what is that? 15 times 7. That's 100. Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah. I mean, the gift is there. So all we got to do is meet him, and with the 230. I mean, we can, since we don't know what the taxes are, if we just round it to say 235, we probably won't spend all of that. But that would be my suggestion is, if we do it, then we would the motion would be to spend $235, or up to $235. Let's put it that way, to buy 7 premium geocaching account membership for each of the 7 chapters. That's what I would post, or I would pose it. So, so you're seconding it, all right? Go. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Do the formal motion, and then we'll go through this. So it's $235. I should say up to. Yeah. So we're not. Yeah, we don't have an exact number on that, but that puts it in the ballpark. Amen. Okay, so do the motion, Annette. Okay, we'll go around the horn, starting with Antoine. It's yeah. Okay, Chris, Karen, Jerry, Jean, Lori, Annette, and Benjamin. All right, I think I got everybody on that one. Okay, so the ayes have it. We have one abstain, which is Mr. Josh, who is not here. Okay. Oh, where did Vicky go? Oh, okay. Okay, so Vicky said, oh, yeah, and I see that. I see that now. Okay. All right, well, I will connect with Jeff on get the specifics on exactly how we're going to do this, the nuts and bolts of it. And I'll just reach out to you, Annette. It might be easier just to do it directly through him. If maybe he can send us an invoice instead of trying to do it through the website. I think it'd just be a nightmare to do that 7 times. Yeah, that would be easier. Okay, so I'll work on that. I think I could probably do that tomorrow. Contact Jeff. Okay. So lastly, the signature event. What we'll do, I think what I want to do on the new signature event. So the ape event, as you all know, didn't clear mega status for next year. We kind of talked a little bit about this last time, but I think what we want to do is maybe not do the ape every year, maybe every other year, maybe every 5 years, something like that. I mean, we can talk about that in depth as well. But what I would like to do is have you guys think about maybe a new event, a new signature WSGA event, something that we can do when we aren't doing the ape event. One idea I had was something that would just roam around the state, like and combine the camp out with this other event. And as the camp out used to bounce around the state, I'd like to see the signature event include a camp out and bounce around the state, so each chapter gets to host it. But that's just my thought. I just tossed it out there. So when we meet again in January, which is going to be on the 18th, by the way, I'm going to bring this topic up again, and we can come up with some ideas. So put on your, thinking caps, if you will, your creative caps, and see what you guys think about a new event for us that we can do down the road. Sure. Well, no, I think we, because this is going to be a big deal, I think we pose them, and maybe I can put it up on a board or something and share that, or put it on a document, and then I think we as a group can vote on what we want to do instead of just me making the decision. I don't want to do that. I would rather have everybody look at it, pick one that everybody likes, and hopefully we can narrow it down to 1 or 2, and then we vote on it and off we go. So that's your homework till January. So think about it. Come up with some ideas. And we can start looking at that next in January. Also in January, that is when we start taking the temperature of the room, shall we say, on who's going to be sticking around another 10 year or not. So you also can be thinking about that as well. Are you going to stick around on the board in 2023? They absolutely do. So we talk about that in January. So I will be asking that question. So you have So you have some time to think about that. So there you go. That's it for the agenda. I did not look at, I'm not sure what's going on over on YouTube. So is nobody there? Okay. No comments from there. Again, I just said the next meeting is on the 18th of January. That's it. We can officially adjourn this meeting. I want to thank everybody again for volunteering in this organization. I appreciate all of your efforts, all the great events you guys are doing, all the activities that you're out there doing. I appreciate that. That's, yes, immensely. I want to wish you all, God, I hate to see happy holidays. It's not even Thanksgiving, but since we're not going to meet again until January, I will say it now. I don't feel bad about that. So I wish you all a fantastic holiday season, each and every one of you. Go spend time with family, enjoy the holidays, and I will see all of you folks again in January. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That is awesome.